Assalamu alaikum wa rahmatullahi wa barakatuhu. I hope you all are well at home during this COVID-19 pandemic. So dear students, I am very sorry I was absent from your live classes for a long time for some of my physical hazards. So today again I am with you, and today I am going to discuss with you about grammatical items. So dear students, so let us start. So I am Muhammad Abdul Muthaleb, Senior Teacher English, Police Lines School and College, Rangpur. So today I will with you with a grammatical chapter. I would like to show you here. I am going to show you a picture. So in this picture, what we can see, one is standing here, someone is in front of him, and someone is backwards of him. So if I like to, what is followed by the pictures? So dear student, here, so he is sitting before or in front of him, and he is sitting after or back of him. So someone is in front of and someone is backward. So we have to gauge what I am going to teach you today. So what I am going to teach you today? Our today's lesson is prefixes and suffixes. Many of you requested me to take a class on prefixes and suffixes. So I have decided to discuss with you about these prefixes and suffixes. What will be our learning outcome from this chapter? You know, after completing these lessons, we will able to identify the definition of suffix and prefix, differ suffix and prefix, use suffix and prefix in the sentences. Okay, dear students, you know my target is to give you some techniques and easy way how we can identify a grammatical item very easily. So my today's target is to give you the background, the surface meaning of the prefixes and suffixes, how we can know these items, what is suffixes, what is prefixes, what is their origin, why they are used, how we will use them in a sentence. This will be my today's topics. So today we cannot finish these three learning outcomes. Today's perhaps I will be with you identify the definition of suffix and prefix. After today's lessons, we all can know easily what is prefix and what is suffixes. In another two parts of this class, I will finish this lecture on prefixes and suffixes. So dear students, today just I am going to give you the surface meaning of prefixes and suffixes, what is the background of prefixes and suffixes, how we can understand it easily. So this will be my motto today. So now I am going to give you so please look at prefixes and suffixes. This will be my lecture part 1. In my another part 2 and 3 I will try to finish it. So prefixes and suffixes. So dear students, to know a thing clearly, we should know the origin of it first. This should be our motto. We should know the origin first. So I am going to tell you the origin of prefixes and suffixes first. So dear students, we know this, everyone here, words. So you know, in English, in Bengali, in any other languages, we have words. From the words we start first. So in English, in Bengali, if you have read, there are two types of words according to their formation. If I can remember, this is maulik shabdo and sadito shabdo. Like that, same as the case in English, words are of two types again. So these words, firstly, we have two types of words in English. If I write in this way, Number one is root words. Root words. Or you can tell it basic words. Basic words. Another is called derivatives. Derivatives. So this is, so dear students, this type of two words, this in Bangla it is called, this is মৌলিক শব্দ and this is সাধিত শব্দ. Now, so in English we have also two types of words. This is root words and basic words, or another is derivatives. So now at first I have to know what is root words, what is, or basic words, or another is derivatives. So now I am going to give you the definition, then I will come here. So just if you see the definition of root words and derivatives, so dear students, I have to remove the letter here, then I am going to tell you. So I have a slide so that I can minimize the time. So dear student, here I have written the definition of root words. What is the root words? The words which are not derived from compounded or compounded from other words but belong to original stock of words in the language are called basic words or root words. That means which is not compounded by any particles. For example, honor, compare, legal, profit, deep, boy, etc. This type of words. These words are not compounded by anything. So these are called root words or basic words. Next one, the derivatives. So the words formed by adding particles before or after a basic words to convey a new idea are called derivatives. For example, dishonor, from this was the root word and this is dishonor. So comparable, illegal, boyhood. So this, so you have seen the definition of two words, that so root words and the derivatives. These are two types of words. So one word you have listened from the definition, this was particles. Particles. So obviously you may have a question, sir, what is particles? So this is a very small part, very small unit of a word. So if I would like to tell you the definition of particles, that means it is a letter or letters which has no meaning of its own, but when it comes before or after a words, it makes a new idea. So that is called, that small unit, that little unit, the very little unit is called particles. Meaning in Bangla, perhaps if you have read the pottoy and uposorgo, they are the word or কোনো বর্ণ or বর্ণ সমষ্টি, but they have no meaning of their own. But if they comes before or after a words, then it can make a meaning. It can make a new meaning. For example, if I tell you, if I write a root word here, suppose this is able. So this is a root word because this is not compounded with anything. You know, if I added and particles before it and able, then it will make a opposite words of able. So this is called, this an is called particles. Meaning it may comes before or after a root word and makes a new word or change the meaning of the particular words, that letter or letters. Sometimes if you tell that honest, just a letter may be particles. It may be later or later. So dear students, now I am going to tell you where I will use these prefixes and suffixes. I know prefixes, suffixes means a particles which comes before or after a root words and give some new meaning or change the meaning of that words. So this is the prefixes and suffixes. Someone these particles is known as affixes also. Someone you may have read in your books as affixes. This not a matter. You can call it particles or you can call it affixes. So affixes means which comes before or after a root words and makes a new word or gives a new idea about the particular words. Okay. So now my question is that, so with the parts of speech, with the words I will use prefixes and suffixes. So I have to know where I will use it. We know we have totally 8 parts of speech. In my first lectures, when I teach you about so that with clues, close test with clues and without clues, I told you the use of parts of speech. To know about the uses of parts of speech is very much needed for us. So we know there are 8 types of parts of speech totally. So in one sections, if I write down here, this is nouns, verbs, adverbs and adjective and adjectives. These 4 and another in the other section we have another 4 parts of speech. This is pronouns, we have preposition, we have conjunction and interjection. Interjections. So dear students, I must have to know first, we have totally 8 parts of speech, but among these 8 parts of speech, again there are 2 types. In one types we have 4 parts of speech and in this we have another 4 parts of speech. These are called vulnerable parts of speech and this is called invulnerable parts of speech. So if you may ask me, sir, what is vulnerable and invulnerable, or you can tell this is secondary parts of speech and these are the primary parts of speech. Meaning vulnerable meanings these 4 parts of speech may be changed. This may be compounded with particles or affixes, but these 4 parts of speech is invulnerable. That means we cannot add any affixes or particles before or after these 4 parts of speeches. So these 4 parts of speech is always root words or basic words. They cannot be derivatives. I told you that they never can be a derivatives. They are always root words or basic words. So we must have to remember these are the always basic words. And in English they may be derivatives and they may be root words also. As a result, we must have to learn only these 4 parts of speech. The why I will use derivatives or particles, affixes before these 4 parts of speech or after them. So dear students, so my question now, why I will use particles or affixes before or after these 4 parts of speech? Why I will use? Why we use? So dear students, just 2 points you must have to remember. Just 2 points. If I use particles before or after these 4 parts of speech, only 2 things will happen. Only 2 things will happen, not more than this. So this is not a difficult one. This is very much easy one. So if I use particles before or after these 4 parts of speech, we here it will happen only two things, meaning, for example, I am going to tell you, this is a root word. So dear student, just I am going to give you some techniques. You must have to learn the technique first. So this is a root word. If I add any particles before or after it, what will happen? Just, so here I have added a particles y. So this is now 1st. So what is happening here? So when this y was absent, the word was an adjective, but when I have added a particles after it, now the word is 1st, meaning the word was adjective, now it has been changed into a noun. Meaning, so number 1 point, if I use any particles before or after these 4 parts of species, what will happen? The parts of speech will be changed. Meaning, if I add any particles before or after nouns, it may be verbs or adverb or adjective. That means, if I use any particles before adjective or after adjectives, it may be adverb, verb or noun. So this is number 1 point, that if I use any particles before or after any root words, it will be it will change its parts of species. Another, number 2, here it was honest. Now I have used particles dishonest. So what happens? Now the word is still an adjective, but unfortunately it is the opposite word. This has become an antonym of this word honest. So the two function. So dear students, I have forgotten to tell you one thing. So from where we have got prefixes and suffixes? We have got them from particles. What I have told you are letter or letters which comes before or after are root words, they are called particles. Now that particles, if they use before words, then it is called prefixes, and if they use after basic words, then it calls suffixes. This is prefixes and suffixes. So dear student, what I am telling you, that means that what the functions of prefixes, suffixes, they can do only two functions. Number 1, if I add any prefixes and suffixes with these 4 parts of speech, they may change the parts of speech. One part of speech may turn into another part of speech, or the words will turn into its opposite word. It makes an antonym. So dear students, so our today's target was why I will use prefixes and suffixes. So the answer is, I will use prefixes and suffixes whether I want to change the parts of speech of the words, or I want to make an opposite word of that particular words. This is the two only my techniques. So dear students, now the question is, what will be my technique when I will go to the sentences? I have to use prefixes and suffixes in the blanks. So how I can use them successfully? So dear students, I told you that our target is to, I know what are the functions of the prefixes and suffixes, only 2. Your answer is, you know the answer, only 2 we have. That means it may change the parts of speech, or it may make an opposite word. So dear students, so what will be my techniques when I will go to in the fill in the blanks, how I can fill in the blanks very successfully. So I am going to give you just 2 techniques. What will be our techniques? I must have to, number 1, I have to know the use of 4 parts of speech. 4 parts of speech in a sentence. They are noun, verb, adverb and adjective, I told you. So as a student, what should I do? At the very beginning, it will be my duty that I have to know the uses in the sentence of these four parts of speech: noun, verb, adverb and adjective. If I can understand, if I can identify the words in a sentence, then I can make it easily, because I need only two techniques. For example, I am going to give you a sentence. Just try to understand the technique. He is able to do it. So dear students, just I am going to give you a very special key to understand how I can fill in the blanks in the prefixes and suffixes very successfully. So this is your blank. There is a root word here, able. So if I consider this, the place is for an adjective and the word is still an adjective. So what will happen? I cannot change the parts of speech of the word, because the place is fixed for an adjective, the word is an also adjective. So what will be my techniques? My techniques, then I can understand that, oh yes, I have to use an opposite word of the word, because the parts of speech is fixed here, because this place is fixed for an adjective, the word is an adjective. So just if I use an opposite word of the word, then my answer will automatically be correct. But another sentence, just try to understand the techniques. He has able to do it. So this is your blank. So dear students, he is able, meaning in this structure of the sentence I can understand this place is fixed for an adjective, but here the word is an adjective, so I have used an opposite word, so my answer will be automatically correct. But now after going here, if I consider the structure of the sentences, then I can understand, oh yes, this place is fixed for the noun, so the word is an adjective. So then I can easily understand, oh yes, now I have to use a noun here. So then I will consider, oh, what is the noun of the able? This is ability. Then I can understand, oh yes, I have to use here a noun. So dear students, today I have to finish, because I will have another 2 parts of these lectures, then I will finish it. So our today's gist is just I have tried to tell you what is prefixes and suffixes, and why we will use the prefixes and suffixes, and what are the functions of the prefixes and suffixes, and what are the techniques, how I can understand that what type of particles or prefixes and suffixes I have to use here. So if I tell in a words, then just I have to learn the 4 parts of speech, the uses of that 4 parts of speech in a sentence. Then I have to understand what parts of speech here. If I see the same parts of speech in the blanks, then I have to use an opposite word. But if I see the opposite parts of speech in the blanks, then if I change that parts of speech into that particular parts of speech, my answer will be automatically correct. So dear students, today perhaps I have lost a lot of time, so today I have to finish. So dear students, please try to attend in my next 2 classes, then you can understand the prefixes and suffixes very successfully. I hope it, and until then, thank you very much, and be safe, stay home. Thank you very much. Allah Hafiz.